So yesterday was the first day that I had a run through of the Blanche monologue in front of a peer. It went terribly. It's quite a simple monologue word-wise. There's a lot of repetition. However, that is proving difficult because although I can remember that line, it's tricky to remember where I say it and then what line bounces off of that, because if I'm stationary and I say the line, I say it quite a few times, so what comes next? So I'm hoping the stage direction will help with that. I'm finding it very frustrating. I'm usually quite good at learning lines. I love how the repetition works in monologues and plays and everywhere. I think it really helps with emotion to keep saying the same line over and over. You want something to stick, or this is a thought running around in your head. Blanche wants magic. She doesn't want realism, and that keeps coming out. And it's fantastic for building emotion. It's just not good for bouncing off to the next line. So I'm hoping stage direction will help with that. If I'm to the left slightly or walking backwards, then I'll be like, okay, when this action happens, this line comes next. So yes, I'm very frustrated because it won't stick. So I have the script. This isn't an ideal place to practice, it's not a stage. I'm kind of quite close to the camera. At points I will be going out of shot, I imagine. So this is the first run through with stage direction, so there's a lot of work to be done after this, of reflecting over and over, how are the lines going to be said? Are they going to be said with determination or maybe a bit of shame? It's really hard to know. There are so many options. My first thought was to have Stanley placed somewhere, so I was talking to somewhere. Some direction from the tutor was, deliver it to the panel, tell the panel what you want. And also some more advice was to start with my back to the panel, because I'm coming in mid-conversation. I can say the line with an action, so it'll be, I don't want realism, and that's what she's saying to Stanley. She's coming in like she's in the middle of a conversation, and she doesn't want realism, she wants magic. So I'm going to try this. I imagine it will be awful, but I need to start this somewhere, even though I've been going over the lines for a couple of weeks. It's just not sticking. So stage direction, first run through, so I don't know how it's going to work. I need to make sure that I look forwards, have my eyes open. I have them closed when I think. I do this on stage, everywhere. It's a bad habit that I've got into. Obviously it's okay to think, but I need to have my eyes open. Hopefully I will get to a stage where I don't need to think. This just comes out, it just flows. And then I can be more Blanche, because I don't have to worry, what's next? What am I going to do now? Where am I going to step now? It will flow. I will be Blanche. So that's my goal, to get there. So after this first run through, I'll keep reflecting and practicing. I won't upload every video because I think that's unnecessary. So yeah, first run through, I will go out of shot just because I'm having trouble placing the camera and I'm not in an ideal room. And I have the script, obviously. Although, if I put the script down, I think I'm reliant on it at the moment, but maybe I know more than I do. So, actually, I will try it without the script, because it's probably in there. So, yes, I'll put this down and try it. Okay. I don't want realism. I want magic. Yes, magic. And I try to tell that to people, but I misrepresent things sometimes, and I don't tell the truth. I tell what ought to be the truth, and if that be sinful, then let me be damned for it. Don't turn the light on. Oh, please. the light on. I can't stand a naked light bulb any more than I can a rude remark or a merciless glare. Don't put the light on. I don't want realism. I want magic. And I don't tell the truth. Don't put the light on. I can't stand to be looked at in this merciless glare. Don't put the light on. I don't want realism. I want magic. Okay, so obviously there were some pauses there with the lines, but I was quite surprised that I remembered them. They were a bit slower because they were having to place in my mind and then be delivered. Obviously, that's something that will get better with practice, repetition, keep going over it. But yes, very surprised by that, so that's good. I did have my eyes closed sometimes. I was aware of that I was doing it. I also was aware that I was shuffling from foot to foot, another bad habit that I have. So I need to be aware of that. I think I did well with kind of moving away from the light in a consistent location. I've placed Stanley over there at the beginning when I was trying to sort out this monologue in my head. But I think directing it forwards and being aware that that's where the light bulb is, it's not going to move, that is where it is. I said before that I'd be directing this at the panel, but I think sometimes I was directing it up there. So that wasn't consistent. So I'm going to watch this back, reflect on it, make more placement in my head, obviously keep doing the lines and the lines and the lines, so that will just flow. I really want to get Blanche to come out. I want to make sure that I don't make her too needy, but there's panic and fear in what she's saying. I'll watch it, make sure it's not too needy. Obviously, I'm coming right up close to the camera here. I won't be up close to the panel there. I felt I was leaning in. I don't want realism. I want magic. I'm leaning in. That doesn't look correct, obviously. So yes, I'll reflect on this. I'll practice again. I'll reflect on that. I'll practice again. I won't upload all of the videos, but I will do reflections. And yes, I'll keep progressing with this. I'll keep rehearsing and see what happens.